What's going on, Faded Culture? My name is Adrian Barone, and we got two things for y'all today. Alongside with the tutorial, we're gonna be doing a giveaway. Throughout this video, I'm gonna randomly mention the giveaway code, and with that code, you're gonna have to head over to fadedculture.co and choose either a razor or a hat of your choice. It's gonna be completely free on us. But again, guys, you're gonna have to listen for that code, as I will be mentioning it randomly throughout the video. With that said, guys, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and let's jump right into the tutorial. All the steps will be in the description down below, guys, and thank y'all for those who have been shopping with us at fadedculture.co. We did release our new shaving gel and matte clay on our website, so again, thank y'all so much, guys. As for this tutorial, we're going to start with debulking using the number 4 lever completely closed. If you've been watching our tutorials, you know it's essential that you debulk. You want to be able to see your guidelines as clean as possible when we come in with no guard and lever closed. And back to our products, guys. If you did purchase some of our products last week, tag me on Instagram, man. Let me know y'all's feedback. We're always open to all the feedback. We were very excited to drop them, but I want to know y'all's opinion on them. After I finish debulking, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the canvas a bit and start my clipper over comb. This is just to continue blending the sides to the top. I personally don't like to use anything longer than a number 4 guard on the hair when it comes to fading. Anything after that, I always come in with clipper over comb or shears over comb, depending on the length of the top of the hair. And if you're new to clipper over comb, I always suggest that you slap on the number 1 guard and basically use that as a safety net, just so you don't take off more hair than you need to. Now that we got the sides all cleaned up and connected, I'm going to come in with my 1.5 guard, lever completely open, and still continue that debulk process. Since this is a taper fade, I'm going to make sure that I just stay under that occipital bone. Now finally, using no guard, lever completely closed, I'm going to come in and set in my first guideline. When it comes to the back taper, I always set in my first guideline around where the earlobe area is. And now we're going to create our second guideline using the lever completely open, still no guard, and we're going to take that up about a finger's width. Just make sure that it runs parallel to the one underneath it. For the next step, we're going to come in with our number 1 guard and lever still completely open. And again, just repeat that process, taking it up about a finger's width. And do take notice that I keep a small brush in my opposite hand, and I'm continuously cleaning the canvas after every few strokes. Now with my 1.5 guard, lever completely open, we're just going to continue that process. I did drop a video last week, I'll link it right here on the top, fading with no half guards. I hope y'all enjoyed that one. That one's been requested for so long, and I finally brought it to life for y'all guys, so I hope y'all really enjoyed that one. And here I just used my number 2 guard, lever still completely open. And finally, the number 3 guard, lever completely open. And since we cleaned up initially with the 4 on the sides, the number 3 guard is going to be the last one that we use. By now you should have these 2 guidelines. We're going to start with that top one and work our way down. Using my half guard with the lever in that 3/4 position, it's basically just close it very slightly. It's somewhere between halfway and fully open. And it did create a faint line above it, so we're going to come in with our number 1 guard, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the lever in that 3/4 position. Just notice how I'm using mainly the corners of the clipper to attack this one. And for that final line, it's always a 3-step process. I'm going to start with the lever closed and take that up about a 1/4 inch. And when it comes to cleaning up these guidelines, I mainly always use the corners of the clipper. For the second step, we're going to open up the lever halfway. And finally, fully open. And that is the last step to this 3-step process. We're pretty much done with the fade. Now grab your trimmers and face them in a forward position to get as closest to the scalp as possible. Remove the faint line that creates and begin taking off all the bottom hair. Once you take off that bottom hair, you're gonna see a faint line that's gonna be used as a guideline for our electric shaver. Very simple process. Again, it is in the description down below. Now that we're pretty much done with all of it, I always take a step back and view him from the mirror, and I use my half guard and just do any touch-up work that I need to. Now as for the side taper, again, we are going to do a low taper. We're going to start with the lever completely closed, then open it halfway. It's the same steps that we did in the back. Next, with my one guard, lever completely open. Now using my 1.5 guard, lever still completely open. And something that I want to suggest is, if you're very new to doing these low tapers on the side, is go ahead and edge up the C-cup area just so you can manage how low you keep your taper. Now with my number 2 guard, lever completely open. And I'm not going to use any guard after this. I was able to blend that number 2 right into that number 4 that we previously cleaned up the sides with. Again, you should have those 2 lines. Start with that top one, get your half guard and close that lever just slightly. And always take that lever position as a rule of thumb. If you feel that you need to close it more or open it more, then go ahead and do so, guys. And to finish it off with that 3-step process. And finally, fully open. Again, guys, we will be doing our seminar September 18 in Fort Worth. There's a link down in the description to buy your tickets. We will be doing an in-person haircut and just basically answering all the questions that y'all have for us. And like I was mentioning earlier, if you're new to doing these low tapers, go ahead and do this part first, just so you can manage how high you take up that taper. And once you're done with all that, go ahead and start edging up around the ear area. And repeat the exact same steps on the opposite side. The code for the giveaway, guys, is FC Family 63. Congratulations to whoever got that. Make sure you tag me on Instagram. I want to repost the winner. Now for the edge up, we're gonna go ahead and spray a little bit of spritz to freeze that hair in a downward motion. As for my Turkish style razor, I always snap off the ends of the blade. It just makes inserting it a little bit easier. You could find these blades at fadedculture.co, guys. Always start your edger process from the center and then work your way to one side. Once you're done with that, go ahead and recalibrate from the center and move along to the opposite side. And now, grabbing my Faded Culture shave gel, and of course this video is sponsored by Faded Culture. I'm just super pumped that we finally dropped these products. It took a very long time. We just like to really try to put quality behind our products. So it's been a long time in the making, Again, if you purchase any of these products, go ahead and tag me and give me a review. I'm open to it all. It is a clear gel, smells very great in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub that in the areas that I'm gonna shave. And if you want, go ahead and spray a little bit of water in those same areas. It's just gonna help preserve the life of the shave gel from drying out. I always start by shaving with the grain and follow that by shaving against the grain. Always use your opposite hand to help stretch out that skin. So if you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on some suggestions on what other haircuts you would like to see on this channel. And just a heads up, the vlog channel, the behind the scenes stuff is coming very soon. That's in the making already. And something that I've seen new barbers miss is shaving behind the ear, so I highly suggest you do that. It's gonna bring out that taper a lot more, and it just helps giving attention to detail. And always ask your client what they want to do with their facial hair. Clean it all up, trim it for them, and remove any excess nose hair or ear hair that they might have. They're always gonna appreciate it. I even suggest asking them if they want you to style their hair. A lot of people just want to get up off the chair and go about their day. Here, adding a little bit of hair enhancements, we do dilute our dye with a little bit of water. And dust your client off as best as possible. Again guys, here's the before and after. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. I hope y'all took something new. My name is Adrian Barron, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.